Hello, welcome back to the Gaming Hall. Today we have a special treat for you. On the back of some boring Euros videos, we have Battle of Blackwater Bay. This video was recorded last weekend at Warboar Games in London, and this is one of the wonderful Road to Stahleck events. This is the top 16 game. On the left with Kraken we have Ashley, and David on the right with Targ Rose. So setup wise, Ashley has Shireen, has Theon, an Ocean Road, and I believe that's Edric Storm. And on the right we've got Targ Loyalist, the Illyrio's Estate, the Reducer Location, and Danny. So top 16, there was 84 players in the end. We had 7 rounds of Swiss, and we had the top 16 on the Saturday, and then we had the top 8, top 4, and final on the Sunday. We've had a spicy play. We've had Summer Harvest flipped into Varys' Riddle. Ashley's going to get himself 5 gold, I believe, and David's only going to get himself 2. I believe it's 5. Yeah, I think so. So we've got an Iron Mines from Ashley, who's gone as first player. And what else is he going to do? So this is a lovely little event. While Ashley does all of his marshalling, it was good fun. I ended up taking a no character deck and did all right, managing to see lots of fun stuff. So we've had the Dragonstone Port played by Ashley and Mel coming in to kneel Danny out. So she's not going to do anything, and then that is Ashley's challenge is done. So David gets a whopping 2 gold to play with here. So reduces his location, and the Target Loyalist, and we have the Saren. So he gives Danny stealth. I probably get this wrong. I always get this wrong. I get Viserion and Drogon confused all the time. So, yeah, if I got it wrong, feel free to slap me in the comments. Oh, we have a Plaza of Pride. Very nice. So, challenges. So I think Ashley's just having a bit of a think as to what he wants to do. What are you going to do, Ashley? Come on, what are you going to do? So he does power, trying to stealth Danny, but then has stealth, so he stealths the dragon instead. So David sat on a gold still. Oh, we got some spicy stuff coming. Yep, so Theon gets burnt with Dracarys, and it goes unopposed. So intrigue with Mel. Here comes Plaza. So he gets with the rattle shirts, so he can stand Danny. Danny will then defend. And wins and draws with insight. And that's turn 1 done. Nice and quick. And Ash is winning 2-0 at present. So back to the plots. So this was a lovely event, as I mentioned. Dave Bamford, Whammer, and Vince did a cracking job. Venue was alright. Downstairs was nice. Unfortunately, I spent most of the time upstairs, and it was hell on earth. Extremely hot. And yeah, so they had food on offer. There was no food and drink allowed in, but then decided to charge a kidney in order to buy anything of any worth. So back to plots, and we have a time of plenty into Varys' riddle. So a swing and a miss there from David. Ash is first player again. So we've got another ocean road. And they're both reducing for something Greyjoy-y. And we have a shipwright. And that is the Plaza Nelt throw round. Very nicely done. Ooh. And we've got Big Rob. Big Robert Baratheon. And passes over to David. So what can David do in response? So Slavers Bay. And Marge. And he's sitting on 2. So military with Rob. So for token block and ooh, nice, and a nightmares. So no intimidating renown for Rob, and the dragon is dead. Well, it's Targ, so it'll be dead, but not for long. And that is Ash's challenge is done. So token block to stop the unopposed. So intrigue with Danny. Which is then blocked by Mel, and we have a Great Hall taken for claim. we have Fire and Blood to get in a military challenge. Very nice. Which of course will be unopposed. So Ash now needs to take claim. Who'd you go for? Sure, take Shireen and then kneel out Marge, stop him from taking Dom. It's probably the most obvious one. Shipwright's doing good things at the moment. So yep, so he kills off Shireen and nails out Marge. So tied on. And we go back to plots. So what we've got there, so we've got Ashley's gone with calling the banners, get himself 4 gold. And David's gone with counting coppers. So Ash has made David go first. Gets himself 4 gold. So Lord Sport nails that plaza again. We've got Rose Road for future round economy. We've got the estate being knelt out. And we have some attachment on Danny. Not entirely sure what that is. It's the new one, so it gets +1 strength for every low-cost character. So at the moment, Danny's going to be strength 7 from the Loyalist and Viserion, because it's strength 2 or lower. And we have a Handmaiden. So that is challenge is done for David. So Ashley gets his big piles of gold, drops down his own Rose Road. And we have the Red Keep. We have a dupe for Mel. And Asher. And Ashley is also saving 2 gold. So on to challenges. So he's got in a challenge with Danny, and I'm not entirely sure how he's managed to get that into play for free. Okay, that's baffling. Because if he reduced anything last turn, then that would only work for the phase. And there is an ambush cost for that guy. Okay, so if anyone knows how the hell he managed to do that, legitimately, then please let me know in the comments. So yeah, so that is David's challenge is done. So we have a power coming through from Ashley with Edric and Bob. So token block with a Handmaiden. Ash wins that challenge. So Ash that intimidates the dragon, and oh, nice. So he goes in with the military with Asher. David then sacks the Handmaiden to stand Danny, and then kneels her for Dracarys, and we have one dead Asher to join her wonderful dead brother. So that now leaves Intrigue, which he's now doing with Mel. Which David defends for 5 and wins. So yeah, so Ashley then let's try that again, shall we? So Ashley then triggers Red Keep and takes Dom. So we have Valor into Retaliation. So everything dies. Ash then gets to save Mel with the dupe and sacks the Iron Mines in order to save Bob. So Ash is first player because it has to be through Retaliation. We get a Dragonstone Faithful, another Iron Mines, and then 3, 4 for Maya. Is it Maya? Yes, Maya Seaworth. So Davos, his lovely wife. She has a reaction after a character is bypassed using stealth. Pay 1 gold to kneel it. So yeah, would have been useful if she came out with Asher and Theon, but You know, it's another body on the ground. And we now have David for marshalling, so he's got a few gold to play with, thanks to Slaver's Bay. He's got a handful of cards. Ooh. Ooh. So we have the spicy duo of left and right. The most belittled combination from the core set. So while they're both out, one gets an intrigue, one gets a power. I think they get plus strength, and they don't kneel when declared as a defender. And we have another handmaiden. So very nice. So Ash declares no defenders. No challenges even. So we have a military. So defended with Bob, and ooh, very nice. We have Lord Renly's Ride. So he's now strength 8. Ash is only strength 7. Very nice. Ooh. So he wins the military challenge, and gets rid of Nightmares is the Iron Mines, so he has to do a claim of 2, and that is Maya and the Dragonstone dead. Very nice. So gets rid of attachment with Plaza to stand his character again. Goes in with an intrigue challenge. So he's still going to be strength 8 from Lord Renly's Ride. So opposes it. So gets rid of Sir Davos and didn't quite see what the other card was. And then we have an unopposed power. Red Keep kneels. 2 claim comes through. And the tide is shifting. So Dave then wins dominance and goes ahead 6-2. David then got to reduce a card. Get himself down to reserve. Looks like he gets rid of a put to the torch. Okay, so we've had Here to Serve flipped into Marched. So Mel goes. And Ashley brings out a Maester Windermere for some more stealth goodness. So David goes first, collects his 5 gold. Gets in another Slavers Bay port, starts to collect some stupid amounts of gold now. So that takes him to 8 gold. And we have Khal Drogo. So we've got a Dragonstone, a dupe on Bob, and some fiery followers. And that's Ashley now out of cards again. So we've got a military with Khal Drogo. So Ash is still sat on, sorry, not Ash, David even, still sat on a couple of gold. And still got a couple of cards. So Ashley's letting it go unopposed. And we have another Lord Renly's ride. So he's now stupid strength. Gets to intimidate. And he gets his renown. So we've got more standy shenanigans from David to allow Drogo to do another challenge. So Ashley lets it go unopposed. Sorry, so it wasn't a power, it was Carl's second military. So we get Iron Mines to save a character, and Windermere then gets knelt. Then we get the unopposed power. And David gets Dom. So it's quickly going David's way now. So he's up to 13. Just needing 2 more power. So all of the standy shenanigans. So we've got Clash of Kings flipped in to Close Call. So David takes out Danny, draws a card, and Ashley is going first. So Ashley's now seen his third Iron Mines. So yeah, decent top deck. So gets out another Fiery Followers. So David now has himself 10 gold to play with. We have a crown on Bob. And that is David sat on a stack. So Ashley's turn now. Trying to work out how he can get himself out of this. So he's going to need to start taking some power to try and weather the storm. So with all that gold, all he's got to be able to do is do 2 challenges. So Ash going with the "you've won it, so let's give it a go" strategy. So kneels the Fiery Followers just to do an intrigue. Not entirely sure. So stealth past left, I believe. So waking the dragon. So no Dracarys. So Ash has a nice sigh of relief. There we go. So does the intrigue just so he can bump up his strength. So it's currently strength 7. So just a bit of confusion on who was stealth from David. So we have a token block. So he wins. So triggers off the reaction, gets the claim, gets the renown, and intimidates Drogo. So manages to chip away at some of that power so far. So David now left with 4. So we have unopposed power. So intrigue challenge. So needs to defend it. So nothing to claim. And Plaza comes out. Ooh, so doesn't have a high enough card to get Khal Drogo out. Comes in with the unopposed military. So saves the fiery followers so he can win Dom. And he survives for a turn. Oh, it's getting interesting now, folks. So, last plot. What we've got. And David's flipped his Valor. Couldn't close it out in 6 turns. And now he's valored himself. So, Ashley, both these guys being metamates, Ashley knows that David had Valor. Hence why he made the play to make sure he wins Dom. So, David's board is wiped. And Ashley has Bob left on the table. It's all got a bit spicy now, folks. So, David's now back down to 12. We have Seabitch and we have some fiery followers. So, claiming loads of gold. And David does no marshalling. So, unopposed intrigue. Gets rid of the dead Khal Drogo. And then we have unopposed power. And then David takes Dom. So 8-12. Yeah, so 8-12 at the moment. So we have a close call into Here to Serve. Out comes Maester Crescent. Close call gets triggered, and David gets rid of, what's that, Marge, so he can draw himself a card. Oh, and we've got Vic. So Vic and Bob are now out. And he has a card left in hand. So David getting himself all of the gold. So it takes him to 10 gold. But unless he can do something drastic, I think Ashley has managed to claw this back from the brink of defeat. So, Viserys and a Targ loyalist. And a crap ton of gold. So, we have challenges, and we have a military from Ashley, which will be unopposed. Then the Renown and the Nil. Unopposed Intrigue. Gets rid of a dragon. And the Power. So we're going to have a Plaza to defend it, stop him going unopposed. So David gets Dom. So we have counting coppers into Clash of Kings. Ashley's then going to take first player. So not the greatest of draws. He does get Danny back. So we've got Corsa Davos coming out there. Sat himself on a card. And he's chucked out a Stone Drum? No, sorry. That is Spears of the Merlin King. So loads of gold from David again. So he's got a lot of options, but can he play anything that can stop that board presence? So we have Danny coming back out. So start challenges. Ash is going to Sea Bitch Pride. So he's doing a power with everything except for Bob. And Ash claws it back. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you do not tilt. You do not give up. Because there is always a way out. So Ashley wins. Stay tuned for a couple of days' time when I'll get the top 8 game. And until then, thank you very much for watching. And goodbye.